to give them, to make them feel guilty.
Teacher Dennis Gonzalez say, hello, teacher. I am going.
Okay. Okay, so she's coming in a moment. Well,
Ah.
you help. Don't worry. I promise you one question, okay? So
Okay.
only one question, don't worry. Jessica, you are very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me check because I cannot find your, it's over here. 195. 94, 95. And here. Okay, so these are the questions. Okay, let's read them. Action, Jessie.
Okay.
Oh, yes, read them.
Okay. I was reading in silence. What happened to some British streets recently? Something very strange is happening in the streets of Britain. And I don't know if you noticed, but some place, I don't know how to pronounce pavements.
Okay.
Pavements.
Okay, let's go to the dictionary and let's listen to the words.
Pavement.
Pavement.
One more time.
But in some place, pavements and road.
Place, plural.
Pavements.
Mm-hmm.
Pavements and roads
Mm-hmm.
are being blurring into one. Car, buses, is correct?
Buses.
Buses
Mm-hmm.
and pedestrians,
Mm-hmm.
all sharing the same space.
Correct. Mm-hmm. So that's the first question. What happened to some British streets recently? Right? We're going to answer question number 2. What's edge friction? Okay. Let me find these here.
If I showed you two big intersections, one with a bunch of signs, traffic lights, and boundaries, and one with no markings or apparent rules at all, which one would look safer to you? Towns all over Europe are starting to experiment with streets like this, where cars, bikes, buses, and people can travel freely in the same space. I think this looks like an accident waiting to happen, but I know someone who would know a lot more about this than I do.
I'm Roman Mars from 99% Invisible, and that's what urban planners often refer to as a shared space design strategy. It seems counterintuitive, but there's evidence that getting rid of all signs and barriers might make our streets a lot safer.
So, how does it work? There's a spot in Google Street View where you can witness a town undergoing this exact transformation. This is Poynton, England, about 20 minutes away from Manchester. Here's the city centre in May 2011. There's a mess of signs and lights, a few small sidewalks, and some haphazard guardrails to keep pedestrians safe. And here it is in July 2015. Traffic lights, road signs, curbs, all gone.
Something very strange is happening on the streets of Britain. I don't know if you've noticed, but in some places, pavements and roads have been blurring into one with cars, buses and pedestrians all sharing the same space.
The town spent £4 million to expand sidewalk space and strip the city centre of traditional demarcations. Now, the only marker left is this little sign, Poynton Shared Space Village.
The concept is that the absence of separation will make everyone more cautious, so commuters slow down, make eye contact, and negotiate. Watch what happens when a boy in Poynton is encouraged to cross the street without waiting for the cars to clear the intersection. Because cars don't spend time waiting at traffic lights, it takes less time on average for them to get through the crossing. Even when bikers and pedestrians are absent, cars drive slow due to a concept called edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
That's edge friction. Are you ready to answer? Let's start with Jessie. What did you understand on edge friction?
Not much.
Not much.
It's a new idea to the elements. That's all.
And that's all?
Yes.
Okay. Let's listen again because those words were paraphrasing. Okay, one more time.
Yes.
Vision, edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Just idea, elements, faster going.
Idea, elements. Repeat.
Fast they're going.
Fast there.
There.
You have some of the information. All of that is correct. So when you're talking about edge friction, we are talking about an idea, okay? And the rest is, more information. Let Carlita help you with the mysterious words. Ready, Carlita?
Yes. Ready.
Hello, perfect.
Edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Sorry, it's the idea.
Very good.
I am not sure about the next word, but the vertical elements.
Excellent.
I am not sure in what part, but also I listen driver or driver. It's more like and that's all for the first time picture.
Good. Give the most important information in a sentence is the
Person.
the verb.
The verb. Okay.
So if you have a verb, by semantics, you will understand the person. You won't have a person if you don't have the verb first to understand who is doing the action.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll play it again. Try to focus on finding the verbs so you can understand ideas.
Okay.
Second repetition.
Okay.
Edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
It's the idea that I'm not sure about RV, but I try to search in the vocabulary, but I am not sure if this RV, vertical elements, and the last part, it's the idea that vertical, that area, I understand this word, I don't know what is the word.
Honestly,
Vertical,
I'm not sure what is the word that you are trying to check.
yes, no,
I, okay, let me check in a moment. Continue.
vertical elements, drivers,
Mhm.
and the last part, I didn't listen fast. I got the
Got.
vision, the
Present
word
catch,
vision.
past got.
Cut,
Mhm.
vision, word vision only.
In what? Okay, the word is vision. The word vision is in the audio, but it's not in that position. So
Okay,
that
okay.
means that there is no comprehension. Anyway, the verb. You didn't find the verb.
Yes, no, I try to catch the verb, but
Catch it,
I don't
right?
know. Catch, yes.
Okay, so let's listen again. Final repetition.
Okay.
Edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Nearby is the idea that nearby,
Perfect.
nearby. Yes.
Nearby what?
Nearby, okay. Okay. I am sorry. That nearby vertical elements, but sorry, teacher, nearby. I'm not sure the meaning.
Mhm.
Nearby.
Nearby is
Nearby.
are things that are close. I don't know if it's in the it is in the vocabulary. Let me check. I think it's not here because nearby is technically an easy word.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not here. Nearby is expression.
Teacher,
Yes.
yes, is there?
Yeah.
Yes,
It's because it's B2.
yes,
Number
number
27.
27.
You're right. Very good.
Okay.
Number 27. Let's read. 1, 2, 3. Action, Carla.
Okay. Nearby, adjective near in position, not far away. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
These are vertical objects near the car.
Okay.
Got it?
Mhm.
Independently from that definition, do you have more words? Or you focus on the nearby?
Yes.
You focus
But
on nearby, right?
yes. But after the word driver
Mhm.
is another word, and vision is the last part of the first sentence. But
Well, yes, that's precisely.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, and that's all, teacher, for this
That's all.
moment.
Yes, of course, of course. If there is suspensive points, this is the same that you are saying. So
Okay.
discover those words. Now, I have a question for then. Let's say I receive Jesse's help. Jesse, did you find the verb?
No, teacher.
Don't worry. Let's listen again.
Yes.
If I showed you two big
Cars drive slow due to a concept called edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
I am not sure. I listened great. Correct. I am not sure it's the verb. Great.
Okay, you're so close. You're very close. That's the verb, but that's not the pronunciation.
Okay.
Give me a synonym of make.
Okay. Great, but
Yes, that's right.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Pronunciation.
But
Nah,
I
but
was sure.
pronunciation. Check it, check it.
Create.
Exactly.
Create. Okay.
Create.
Create.
Mhm. The word create is right here. And that's the verb. Okay.
Okay.
Second repetition.
Vision, edge, friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Let me change the position of this.
It's a oblation, but I am not sure how the word oblation.
Mm, no, that word doesn't exist. You are using syllables from two different words and you are combining them in a you need to this word that you are saying contains syllables from the previous word
Okay.
and that create a monster. That word doesn't exist.
Okay.
You know. So let me help you
Individual.
with again.
Individual after driver.
Individual. I don't remember that. No, they never said individual. Final repetition.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going. On a highway, like tree action, it's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
I don't understand the words, only the sounds. It's like individual, something like that.
Yes, yes, I know what word you're meaning, but
Yes.
it's not individual. Yeah, no. Driver. Also, who creates?
Mm,
No?
mm-mm.
Then let's go to Carla. Who creates?
I listen, create a visual create visual or create a visual. I am not sure because I don't listen the next part. But
The
a
word,
visual. Mhm.
yes, yes, of course. The word visual is very similar to a word that is in the video, but it's not in that position again. You are
Okay.
combining positions because you are
Yes.
translating your mind. Don't translate. Focus on phonetics. Phonetics will make you think in English. Comprehension and understanding or trying to understand fast will take you
Mhm.
to Spanish. So don't
Okay.
go there. Stay with me in phonetics.
Mhm.
Okay, let's listen.
Mhm.
Peripheral vision, friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Oh no, wait, the word
Create
visually.
a visual cue.
Very good.
And in the
You are
first
correct.
sentence, it's vertical elements in a driver. But I am not sure, driver or drivers.
Yes.
But I am not sure. But it say it's a difficult word next of the drivers. Peripheral,
Yeah. After, not next to.
after very very uh, I'm can repeat, but I
Yes.
am not sure what is the word.
Well, you need to focus on, again, similar tip, focus on phonetics and try to replicate.
Okay.
The last, you were saying something else.
Let me. It's a yes, the afterward the drivers. I don't know what is, but vision. It's the word before to create. But I don't know. It's in
Eliminate to,
create. Yes,
before
it's only.
create. Eliminate
Yes.
to, not before to. Before
Yes,
create.
before create.
Visual.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Second repetition.
Peripheral vision, like friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
My mistake.
Peripheral vision. It's vision in the first. In the driver's peripheral. I cannot repeat the word peripheral.
Then you need to repeat it by listening. How many syllables
Yes.
do you listen? And then if you detect the number of syllables, you can replicate it.
Yes. Okay. And before to create,
Before
say
to, again, eliminate to.
before sorry, before create, say three lamps or three camps, something like this. It's the other words
Yes.
that I catch.
Let's take it like this. So don't tell me position, ¿verdad? Tell me a complete sentence.
Yes.
Because if you tell me position of the sentence, you are not practicing the groups of words. You need to understand words by groups so you can duplicate it from the video and paste it in the correct position. The reason we are changing words from position is because we are thinking about position, not ideas. So if you're going to tell me a new word, tell me the rest of the sentence and how it connects to the sentence.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try that again after Jessie. Jessie, your turn.
Vision, edge, friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Tree or lamps?
Yeah, exactly. What else?
That's all.
That's all, really? Okay, second repetition.
On a like trees, it's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Cue of how, sorry. Abyssal cue of
Okay,
how,
again, complete.
after create
But don't tell me
create
position, similar to Carla.
abyssal cue of how fast they are going.
Yes, the connector is not off, but the word is how.
Okay.
Yes, you're so close. It's a connector. Very good. Do you have anything else?
I say trip or laps, but it's not trip.
It's because you are close.
It
The
sounds
word
like
is,
three.
yeah, exactly. It's 3. And if you think about the image, we can think about a tree. The question is, only one tree?
Trees?
Exactly. The reason I didn't put it is because you said tree, but the video says trees,
Okay.
and it's a
Tree
different thing.
or lap.
Trees or lamps. So this is when you can understand the concept. It says, it's the idea that nearby vertical elements in the driver's something, vision, trees and lamps. We are talking about the vision of the driver. How do you connect this information?
Vision.
Vertical elements. Are lamps vertical?
Lamps.
Are lamps vertical?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Let's check what is a street lamp.
Street lamp. Okay.
This is a street lamp. Are lamps vertical?
Yes.
Correct. Are trees vertical?
Yes.
Then how do you connect this?
I don't know.
Yes.
Vision R.
Are trees or lamps? That's impossible because you have are trees or lamps create.
Yes.
Actually, that's actually best. Are trees or lamps create? No? Oh my God. Then let's go with Carla. Carla, what information do you have?
Create a visual cue for how fast they're going. Because
You
it's
said of. Jessie said of 2.
4.
Exactly. The word is for. When you create a visual cue, you create it for. Let me check in the collocations dictionary. Oxford Dictionary. If I create, it's not in the dictionary. No, it's not in the dictionary. But yes, when you create something, you create it for another person or
Okay.
for something. Okay, that's a connector. Is there anything else?
Only between vision and first word. I'm not sure if there are another word.
Yes, there's another word.
Yes. Oh, okay.
That's the reason I put here.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you with the suspensive points. You know, there's always, always. If there is a suspensive point, you need word there.
Okay.
Mhm. So let's go to the final set. Let's listen.
Yes.
Peripheral vision, edge friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision, like trees or lamps, create a visual cue for how fast they're going.
Like vision, like trees or lamps.
Exactly.
And the previous word, peripheral. No, I cannot repeat. In the driver's peripheral vision, but
You
the
have an idea
pronunciation
of
is
the
not.
word, but you need to extract the pronunciation from the video. That's listening precisely. Listening
Yes,
is
peripheral.
creating a word just with the audio. If you have never, never seen this word, you can minimum listen to it, because when we are babies, we don't know how to read.
Yes.
We are babies, we only emulate the listening. So I'm gonna repeat it again. Let's check if you can emulate the pronunciation.
Peripheral vision, like friction. It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision.
Peripheral vision.
That's it. You see? Naturally.
Like trees or
peripheral.
It's the idea that nearby vertical elements in a driver's peripheral vision.
Peripheral vision.
Peripheral vision.
So think about, like I was telling you at the beginning, in the morning. We need to transform our brain into a baby's brain. How do babies learn? First, they learn to speak. And how do they learn to speak? They use this. The reason a deaf person cannot speak is because the deaf person have no reference of audio when they were babies. For that reason, a person that cannot listen cannot speak. It's natural. In our case, we started reading English. That was a massive mistake that I am trying to correct. You see, with these exercises, I'm trying to take out of the visual representation of the language and taking you to the audio, phonetics, number of syllables, phonetics, number of syllables, individual words, groups of words, etc. So yes, there we go. That's also for Jessie. Okay, don't try to understand and pass it to Spanish in your mind. That's not necessary. Take phonetics, take syllables, take groups of words. Okay?
Okay.
There we go. Attention to Jessica Castañón because she is in the chat.
Hello.
Hi.
So I will the attendance, please. Is it
Sure.
Jessie? Hi, Jessie.
Hi.
Hi, Jessie. Good night. And Carla.
Hello, Jessie. Good night.
Good night, Carla. So thank you, Gears, and thank you, Mr. See you on Monday.
Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend. See you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Girls, thank you for coming. I will see you next Monday. Practice your vocabulary in the weekend and relax as much as you can.
Good night, teacher.
All right.
Good
Have a
night.
very good night. I'll see you next Monday.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.